All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And today, I'm pretty much just going to, go into a video about, Bishop Nathaniel's breakdown, his latest breakdown of the mark of the beast, or trying to, pull another scripture which he claims is talking about the mark of the beast, which is, incorrect. So I'm going to, again, prove this man wrong, just like, starting with the apostles on down, bring out a few scriptures, Lord willing. This lesson is edifying and straight to the point. And in his latest video, which I can't find the clip right now, but he brought out Job chapter 10 verse 14. And it says, if I sin, then thou markest me, and thou wilt not acquit me from mine iniquity. So he said, thou markest me. And then keyword, because, I just watched the Apostle Tahar's video earlier. And the keywords is, if I sin, thou markest me, right? So let's look up that word mark or Marcus in this verse. So the word Marcus in Job 10 and 14 is Strong's H 8104, which in the Paleo Hebrew is Shamar, which says to keep guard, observe, give heed, and pretty much again similar things, but just focusing on to observe, right? So pretty much again what Job is saying, if I sin, then the Lord is going to take heed. He's going to observe the sin that I have committed, but again he's trying to say that this is the mark of the beast. It is not, because again we all sin, because again the one thing he's failing to realize is that if the mark of the beast is sin, then we're all doomed. He must have forgot about Romans 3:23, which I'm going to grab, because again, they tend to forget this, because everyone on this earth, especially in this current time that we're living in, is not without sin. We all sin, man. Either knowingly or unknowingly, man, we all commit sin. Hassad claims, he's without sin, which is far from the truth. There's only one person that was able to, come in this, wicked flesh and able to conquer it. And that was our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. But we're not able to do what he did, man. So this is this is the book of Romans chapter 3 and verse 23. And it says, for all have sinned. Key words, all have sinned, man. So if sin is the mark of the beast, then we are doomed, Bishop Nathaniel. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of Yahweh. Yes, man, it clearly just says it, man. We all sinned. We're all guilty of breaking the law, statutes, and commandments, even though really only the nation of Israel can sin because the Lord gave us his law, statutes, and commandments, man. But again, we're all guilty. We've all sinned, man. So that doesn't make any sense, because again, this is why the apostles tell us to look up words, right? So now I'm going to get Ezekiel 9 and 4, and it says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And yeah, man, let's look up the word mark in this verse, Ezekiel 9 and 4, which again, those of us that should know, but just in case any new brothers and sisters see this video, this is the word, what the word mark means in Ezekiel 9 and 4. This is Strong's H 8420, and the Paleo word is thawa, and it says desire mark. This is the main point. It says a mark as of a sign. It's like it as a sign of exemption from judgment. And that's what that word mark means in this verse. Thawa, a mark of exemption, a sign of exemption from judgment, because is that not what the Lord is getting ready to do? He's getting ready to bring his judgment upon this earth, man. And there's only a remnant that is going to be exempt from this judgment. And this is what Bishop Nathaniel wasn't talking about, because he's making it seem like, the IUIC is the only group out there that, is just 100% perfect, man. They can do no wrong. They don't commit any sins, which is far from the truth, so that doesn't make any sense. And then the same thing he pretty much said about GMS, a couple months ago, said pretty much, talking about Apostle Hart. Well, whatever he says, his congregation just believe it. Yep. He's pretty much saying that about himself. Because anything he says, his congregation doesn't question him or doesn't, say anything. Well, hey, that doesn't make any sense. They just go along with it, So it doesn't make any sense. So we're going to get Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." So yeah, man, he's trying to say that, the so-called white man puts, a thought in your mind and commits you to know. That's false, man. We've been sinning since we were in the wilderness, man, since the Lord, gave us his commandments. The nation of Israel has been committing sins, man. Even prior to that, with the sons of God, they were down here sinning. So stop it, man. Stop it. This sin is not the mark of the beast. And then I'm going to grab that as well, man, before I continue with this. Or matter of fact, yeah. Because again, it's lucky. Yeah, I'm just going to grab it right quick, man. Because again, this is the one thing you're failing to realize is that, even this is a sin. Proverbs 24:9, and it says, "The thought of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men." So yeah, the main point of this verse, it says the thought of foolishness. So if you think of foolish thought, man, that's a sin, and we can't control everything we think about. So we all think foolish thoughts, man. So that's a sin itself, Bishop Nathaniel. So come on, man. If sin is the mark of the beast, then we are all doomed. There would be no remnant. It wouldn't be it's like it wouldn't be written that only a remnant of Israel was going to be saved if sin was the mark of the beast. So again, coming back to Revelation chapter 13, and it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor." So it doesn't matter what your status is in this current world, if you're rich or you're poor, man. The day that the United States dollar collapses and is no longer, valuable, which, is pretty much worthless now, but it's pretty much, deemed completely worthless, he's going to, the elites are going to implement their digital system, and how is that digital system going to be brought about, again, or what are they going to use, to pretty much get everyone involved in that digital system? The RFID microchip, man. That's what it's talking about. That's what this word, that's what this verse is talking about, man. People receiving microchips in their hands or in their heads or in their hands, man. So again, let's look up the word mark in this verse. So again, the word mark in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16 is Strong's G 5480, and it says charagma, It says a stamp, an imprinted mark, imprinted mark. Is not the RFID microchip an imprinted mark, man? Isn't that what's being inserted into people's hands and heads? Explain Elon Musk developing the Neuralink. Explain the numerous companies out there that are developing microchips that you can buy now. One of the main companies is Dangerous Things, man. You can order an RFID microchip, It even gives you the instructions on how to implant it yourself or have someone else do it for you, you know? And then this is another main point in verse 17. And it says that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark. So how are you going to buy and sell with sin? It doesn't make sense. So during that particular time, oh, well, you're going to go to the store and try to get food or get your rations from wherever, they're going to have food at. And they're going to ask you, oh, well, excuse me, sir, did you sin today? Oh, yeah, I did this and this. No, man. You're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you have that microchip. It's not talking about sin, man. And this is another thing you have to explain. Revelation chapter 16 and verse 2. And it says, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. So yes, man, how are people going to receive a grievous sore from sin? Explain that, and then let's leave you look that up, man. So we're going to look up that word sore. Revelation 16 and 2, and this is Strong's G 1668, and the word is helkos. And it says a wound, especially a wound producing a discharge, pus, a sore, an ulcer. So how is sin going to do this to your hand or your head? How is sin going to do this? It does not make any sense. This is what's going to happen to the people that get that device implanted into their bodies, man. They're ultimately going to receive cancer, a cancerous sore, because it's going to be emitting radiation, man. That's pretty much how it's going to be, operating. It's going to stay running off of that individual's body heat, man. Because you're not going to be able to charge it. Once it's in there, that's it. So again, understand that, Job 10 and 14 has nothing to do with the mark of the beast. Nothing, man. Nothing at all. The mark of the beast is indeed the RFID microchip, and I'm saying it plainly, man. If they take this video down, whatever. But understand that that does not fit, man. Sin is not the mark of the beast. The RFID microchip is, So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. Till the next time I say Shalom.